Hi, this is Robin from Shine Your Light 777, 777s, and I'm here doing our second video. Um, there is two ideas that I wanted to accomplish in today's video. One, I wanted to do like a brief introduction to who I am, and I then wanted to transition into some crystal dialogue, some dialogue about crystals. There was a recommendation that came in that I speak about some relaxation techniques. So I thought about crystals and the healing energy and the soothing energy of the crystals. So we're going to get into that, share a little information about the crystals, and hopefully you'll find this information to be of value. And if you do, I ask that you subscribe so that you can get notifications for all future videos. Also, if you would hit the like button, and be free to leave a comment below, share your thoughts, any ideas, any input on what has been discussed. So, get right into it. Again, my name is Robin. People call me Robbie, some people call me Rob, some people call me Ra. It all just depends. I'm comfortable with them all. I am a pescatarian. I had prior been a vegetarian / pescatarian for about 12 years. And then it was ready. Excuse me, I'm burning incense. I was ready for my last pregnancy, and I needed to increase my protein intake. So I decided, with proper study and proper guidance, that chicken would be the best way to get my protein levels up quickly to prepare my body for conception. So that's what I did. So I incorporated chicken back into my diet. Now my baby is 3, and I no longer need the protein intake, so I've gone back pescatarian. So I only eat fish. I've lived a holistic, natural lifestyle for, I would say, about 26 years now. I started back in '99, where I cut all my hair off and I dyed it, and that was the beginning of my natural hair journey. That is further back than 25. However, I don't consider that where I actually started. That was just like the preliminary stages. So again, cut my hair off, went on natural, been natural ever since '99. I went through having locks, I went through having it low, growing it out, having a fro, cutting off again. I've gone through several different stages of being natural. Don't use any chemicals. None of my daughters have ever had any chemicals in their hair. They've been raised in a natural lifestyle as well. I used to always say that if I was like in the 70s, I would be like a Black Panther. So growing up and in my early adulthood, people used to like identify me as like being really Afrocentric, being like a freedom fighter, being, for the liberation of not only our people, mainly our people. It started with our people, however, then it evolved to all people that are being oppressed, that are not getting to experience the fullness of what life has to offer, happiness, love, freedom, joy, peace of mind. So it's my will in developing this channel that I assist someone in being able to experience those things, and to even come into the awareness that those opportunities are available for all of us. Let me kind of face the camera a little bit because I won't need the table for a little while. Okay, yes, so it's my will that in starting this channel that the content that I put out, it assists everyone that comes in contact with it to experience a little bit more happiness, a little bit more joy, a little bit more freedom, and a greater sense of peace within, peace of mind. I've always been a healer type of person. Like, I've always been the friend that listens, that gives great advice, that's always supportive, that's not biased. You know, that friend that no matter what you share with them is going on in your relationships or within whatever family situations, you want them to be on your side, but they're kind of like, I understand why you did that. However, that wasn't right. Like, you shouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have did that if I was you. Like, I was always that friend. So I took that coupled with all of my life experiences, and decided that I would venture into healing. So back in 2013, I think it was when I established my first business. I went under the umbrella of Infinite Healing, and I used to offer Reiki sessions, chakra balancing, dietary consultations, health consultations. I used to do energy work where I could read your energetic body and let you know if there's any blockages or anything that's affecting you, let you know if you have any energetic attachments or just anything that would be prohibiting you from being free energetically to be the best you. A lot of people experience physical ailments as a result of something that's spiritually taking place or energetically taking place, and I had and have the ability to read the energetic body and share that with people. So that was part of the business of what I did, and I used to take clients at my office, and I used to always also travel with my little portable massage table and, you know, set it up to where I would give different treatments to people to help them on their journey. And I also had a partner at that time, and he did a little bit more of the spiritual work, and we've since then parted ways. So, you know, the saying of starting off brand new, you know, you put a period, you let go of everything of the old, and you start off brand new. So I let that business go since it was a partnership. It wasn't like my own. It started off as my own baby, but then I ended up getting a partner. So I wanted to have a business that was just all me, that represented all me. It was new, you know, it was fresh, and it represented where I am at this time on my journey. So now my business is called Shine Your Light, 777-777. And the reason why I chose Shine Your Light is because it's important for all of us to be free to express what's in us. And we all have an inner light, whether we know it or not. Like, it's all been placed there within us. And it's important that we all get to a point where we're free to express the light that's in us. And I want to be a part of assisting those that have the will to shine their light. And when the title is read, it's Shine Your Light. So it's speaking to every person to shine your light. Like, it's, I don't know how to explain it. However, like, I wanted to speak to the entity, the spirit of the person, that when they shine your light, and it's like ding ding ding, like, man, I gotta shine my light, you know. Like, it makes me think about the Bible story of the gifts, the different individuals that were given the gifts. And some of them buried them, some of them squandered them, and, you know, only one of them actually went out and shined their light, you know, shared their gifts with the world. So we all need to be the one that shines our gift, shines our light and shares our gift with the world. So that's why I chose Shine Your Light. Now, 777s is because 7 is a number of power. We all know that it represents newness, it represents God, you know, and what do they say in the mathematics of, like, what do you call it? Oh, 5%ers. 5%ers. 7 is like God's number. And in different walks of life, 7 represents God's number. So I chose it because it is God's number. And I chose 3 sevens because it represents the spiritual, the mental, and the physical. And when you shine your light, you got to shine your light on all 3 levels. And you have to address and heal ideas that are affecting you on all 3 levels. It is incomplete to just deal with the spiritual and the mental and not address the physical. It's incomplete just to deal with the physical and the mental and not address the spiritual. So it represents completion. 3 is a number of completion. So 333, spiritual, mental, physical, God's number. So that is the history behind Shine Your Light. 777s. And I'm trying to think what else I can share about myself. As I mentioned before, I'm a mother. I have several children, biologically and non-biological. I also, So I also, part of Shine Your Light, so I'm still able to do Reiki and chakra balancing and energy word energy sessions. I'm able to do the work with the crystals. I'm all able to offer dietary advice or healing herbs, all of that. I'm able to do all of that. And then an additional aspect to this business that wasn't in the prior business is that I am a certified life coach. So I have my life coach certification, so I can actually offer life coach sessions. It's actually on the Facebook page. It's the only service that I have available right now because I didn't want to overwhelm myself. I kind of wanted to baby step it. So you can get a life coach's session for right now for a very reasonable price, for $40 for a 30-minute conversation, speaking about whatever it is that you want assistance, support, guidance, advice, counsel on. And then eventually I'm gonna have different packages and, you know, just specific ideas, because it's so many gifts that I have and so many things that I want to share with you all. I'm trying to figure out how to format everything, so if you could just be patient with me as I figure this thing out. However, I figured that would be the easiest thing to start with, because everybody could utilize someone to listen, someone to offer guidance and support and advice and counsel that's unbiased. And what I found too that's very vital that most people don't experience in their life is somebody to actually listen to them. Not enough people actually listen. Like, you speak and they hear you. However, to really listen, internalize, and make a mental list of what you're sharing, and then give you feedback on all of the key points that you've expressed, and then also realize the small nuances of what you share, and then be able to tune into what you didn't say, and then respond to the parts that you didn't say as well. Most people don't do that. So I have that ability, that gift, thanks to the Creator. So I want to share it with everyone that has the will to benefit from it. So that is who I am. That is what I do. That is what I have the will to do. If you have any questions about, you know, anything else that you'd like to know, or anything that would be of benefit with this introductory, be sure to leave it in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to respond or answer or say thank you for whatever it is that you've expressed. And I'm going to transition into the crystal portion of it. So what I thought would be helpful for me to do is to, I have several decks of healing crystals. They're information cards and oracle decks. So I can actually utilize these cards to identify what crystals are beneficial for the person that I'm actually working with. So I thought that it would be great for me to pull at least 3 crystal cards for the collective, for those that read it. Of course, this portion of the meeting will be timeless, because energy has no limitation. So whenever you watch this video, it will be exactly what you need when you need it. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to share with you all about the crystal, and then there are also like affirmations on the cards as well, so I'm going to share that with you as well. Then I have my crystal Bible, so I will also open up my crystal Bible and share with you any additional information concerning these crystals as well. And then if you have any questions about the crystals that are pulled, and you know, not everybody is a Google guru, so if you have the will to know anything about these crystals, be free to just leave a question below. I'll be more than willing to share. Okay, so I'm gonna get three cards. That's 2. Oh, and there's 3. All right, so we have Smoky Quartz. You can see that. Smoky Quartz is the first one. Red Jasper is the second one. And blue quartz is the third one. All right, so if you hear anything in my background, I do apologize. I am at home. So pardon you, pardon me, pardon us in advance, okay? All right, so the first one is Smoky Quartz. Okay, so, all right, I spoke earlier about doing chakra balancing, and part of the process that I had, or I have in my chakra balancing sessions, is utilizing crystals. Crystals are from the earth. They have a natural healing vibration or energy from them because they are developed in the earth. There's a saying that the planet has everything that we need for healing the body. Any illness, any ailment that we acquire during our time here, there's a natural remedy, or what do you call it? I'll say remedy. A natural remedy that is produced from the planet. Some are plants, some are herbs, some of them are crystals. So crystals, they serve multiple purposes. When it is that you are looking to heal a certain ailment, you can utilize a specific crystal for a specific ailment. What I use them for is for chakra balancing. And there are 7 chakras, and there are several crystals that you can utilize to balance and heal or rejuvenate each chakra. So I'm going to also share those ideas as well when I speak about these crystals. So with Smoky Quartz, you can use Smoky Quartz for your root chakra. This helps in balancing and clearing out your root chakra. It is also widely known for removes negativity, its transformation, and its grounding. And this is, again, a picture of that. Smoky Quartz. It's like a clear quartz, however, it's smoky. Right, this is Smoky Quartz. And then I'm going to look in the Bible and see what is said about Smoky Quartz here. I actually think it's, okay, there it goes, Smoky Quartz. All right, so Smoky Quartz can be found in brownish to blackish hue, sometimes yellow. It's translucent. Its rarity is easily obtained, but ensure that it's a natural Smoky Quartz, and it can be found worldwide. This will be a little bit long, for anybody that's not interested in all this information. Of course, you could just fast forward. However, for additional properties, Smoky Quartz is one of the most efficient grounding and anchoring stones, and at the same time raises vibrations during meditation. This protective stone has a strong link with the earth and the base chakras, promoting a concern for the environment and ecological solutions. This stone is a superb antidote to stress. It assists in tolerating difficult times with equanimity, fortifying resolve. Grounding spiritual energy and gently neutralizing negative vibrations, Smoky Quartz blocks geopathic stress, absorbs electromagnetic smog, and assists elimination and detoxification on all levels. It brings in a positive vibration to fill the space. Smoky Quartz teaches you how to leave behind anything that no longer serves you. It can be used to protect the earth chakra below the feet and its grounding cord when in an area of disturbed earth energy. Psychologically, Smoky Quartz relieves fear, lifts depression, and brings emotional calmness. It alleviates suicidal tendencies and ambivalence about being in incarnation. Smoky Quartz aids acceptance of the physical body and the sexual nature, enhancing virility and cleansing the base chakra so that passion can flow naturally. This crystal alleviates nightmares and manifests your dreams. When it comes in contact with negative emotions, it gently dissolves them. Mentally, Smoky Quartz promotes positive, pragmatic thought and can be used in scrying to give clear insight and to neutralize fear of failure. It dissolves contradictions, promotes concentration, and alleviates communication difficulties. Smoky Quartz facilitates moving between alpha and beta states of mind and aids clearing the mind for meditation. Physically, because Smoky Quartz is often naturally irradiated, it is excellent for treating radiation-related illness or chemotherapy. However, care should be taken to select naturally formed stones with minuscule radiation rather than ones that have been artificially treated with radiation. These stones are usually very black and non-transparent. Tolerance of stress is much improved with the assistance of relaxing Smoky Quartz, and this stone provides pain relief. In healing, a layout of slow release smoky quartz pointing out from the body can prevent a healing crisis from occurring. Then there's a section that's entitled Healing. Smoky quartz is particularly effective for ailments of the abdomen, hips, and legs. It relieves pain, including headaches, and benefits the reproductive system, muscle and nerve tissue, and the heart. Smoky quartz dissolves cramps, strengthens the back, and fortifies the nerves. This stone aids in assimilation of minerals and regulates liquids within the body. So there's also a particular area that I'm going to read as well that gives us recommendations on where to position the crystal, because again, each crystal has its own vibration, its own healing qualities, its own energy that it emits. So there are certain parts of the body where it would be best and most beneficial for us to maximize the benefit that we'll receive from the crystal. So this one is specifically saying anywhere, especially base chakra, under pillow, by a telephone, or on geopathic stress lines. Whereas a pendant for long periods. To dispel stress, place a stone in each hand and sit quietly for a few moments. Place over painful point to dissolve pain. Place point away from body to draw away negative energies. Point toward to energize. So as I said, it was asked of me to speak about some relaxation techniques. So one of the relaxation techniques, I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied. Actually, I do. It is the shadow from the Mercury retrograde. We're still in that time period, and it affects communication. So bear with me. So utilizing smoky quartz is one of the tools that can be utilized to meditate, to bring about a peaceful state. If you don't meditate, that's not a thing you do. You don't know anything about it. You don't like to do it. You don't want to do it. You can just sit. You can put on some relaxing music, instrumental, smooth jazz. You can do some tones that are on YouTube, dealing with the chakras, dealing with peace of mind, dealing with clarity, removing negative. There's so many that's available on YouTube, so many different videos that you can look at. And you sit, you have one smoky quartz in this hand, one smoky quartz in this hand, and you sit and you relax your mind. You clear your mind, you release any energy from your body, you take deep breaths, you breathe in, and out. And you do that 3 times until your body is relaxed, and then you just sit. And if you pay attention and you're in tune, you can actually feel the vibration of this healing stone in your hands. Like, you can experience like pulsing, or you can feel like heat or warmth or coolness or tingling sensation in your hands holding the crystals, and that lets you know that it's real. Like, it's not made up, it's not make believe, it's not a joke, it's for real, because you can feel the vibration of the crystals in your hands, and you just envision the crystals releasing the energy and you absorbing them. You can envision them absorbing, going through your hands, going up your arms, going all throughout your body. You can have it go to your heart. You can have it go to your mind, to just bring peace and relaxation to your entire body. You can say positive affirmations. This particular one for smoky quartz, it said, "The flame of life is ignited within me." So you can repeat that, or you can listen to your inner voice, your inner self, your higher self, or spirit speaking to you. And whatever that positive message is, you can focus on that. If you're irritated, if you're annoyed, if you're stressed, if you're worried, if you're sad, if you're depressed, whatever it is, you can focus on the opposite of that. And the crystals will magnify that. And you will actually be taking something that is natural from the earth and utilizing it for peace, for relaxation. It'll take you to a state of Zen, and you can envision all of the negativity, all of the stress, all of the worry, all of the concern, everything that is affecting you, that's not assisting you in having peace of mind, that's not causing you to operate in your purpose, causing you not to be who you are, operate from a vibration of love. You can envision it all just going away from you. What I like to do is I like to envision, I would start at the top of my head, and I envision it draining from my head all the way down my body, all the way down, every part, all the way down to my feet. And I envision that I'm standing outside in the middle of a field, beautiful, beautiful field, surrounded by flowers. The sun is shining. There's a few clouds just floating in the sky. Birds are singing. The wind is softly blowing, and I'm standing in the middle of this field in a beautiful dress with my hair blowing in the wind, and I have roots that come from my feet into the earth, and it goes all the way down to the core of the earth, all the way down to that lava ball that we were taught in geography class exists in the middle of the earth. And I envision everything from the top of my head all the way down to my feet, through those roots, going all the way down to the center of the earth, into the center, and it absorbs all of this negative energy, and then it transmutes it into positive energy, and then it dispels it throughout the earth to wherever it would benefit it most. And that's the visualization that I do. And then I envision that my body is absorbing all of the energy from the crystals, and I'm envisioning it going everywhere in my body, and I'm asking that any part of my body that needs it the most, that it receives the most of the energy that's being expelled. I ask that everything that is needed from these crystals, that I receive them. And then I thank the crystals. I thank the earth for producing such wonderful, wonderful tools to assist me in navigating this physical realm. I thank the crystals for all of what it has offered and support and assisting me in what it is that I'm asking at that time. And then I envision, once I'm complete, myself being in a protective bubble of white light. And what that does is that helps me maintain this higher frequency that I'm now vibrating at. And it helps repel anything of a lower frequency that will try to come at me to lower my vibration. Anything that might have normally irritated me, I don't want it to come. I want it to come and bounce off of me. So I put this protective bubble around me. And that is something that I recommend that we all do. It's a very simple technique. If you don't actually have the crystals, or you don't want to start collecting crystals, that's fine as well. You can do the same visualization without the crystals. You can think on the idea of smoky quartz, or you can look up a picture online and look at the picture and focus on that and have that picture in your mind and draw from the energy. Draw the energy from the mental picture that you have of the crystal in your mind, and you'll experience the same benefit energetically. Physically, you may not feel tingles and things of that nature, but energetically, you will have the same benefit. So I'm going to go through the other two crystals. However, that is a technique that I recommend that we all utilize, so that we can all experience the benefit of a relaxation technique that is simple, beneficial. You don't have to do it for a long time. Some people like to